Oh man, what's up everybody? Just getting off from work, getting ready to go to the gym. Been off for 3 days, it's time to hit it. But let's talk about what happened and what's been going on at this job. When I talk about things being beneath me and certain situations that happen at work, when I look at them in totality and I'll say, man, this is something that I really don't want to be a part of. I really don't want to have to listen to younger people disrespect their elders. I don't want to hear it. And so today, Madison showed her ass. Madison is going to get written up, and Alyssa is going to get written up as well, which is something I kind of don't agree with, but nevertheless, Madison is a very disgusting person. She has been up here trying to bully Cordelia whatever opportunity she gets to bully Cordelia. Cordelia is a 60-something-year-old woman. She does not have time, nor does she understand half of the stuff that this girl talks about. But she insists on really trying to cause stress to Cordelia, to the point where I got upset today. Today I got very upset because I did not like what I saw. And what I saw was somebody trying to bully this lady, okay? You tried to bully this lady. When I came into work, I was gonna tell Caesar what happened, but I had stopped myself from even talking about it, simply because she had came into work. And normally the way I operate is that I will continue to talk. Even if you standing right there, if whatever I'm talking about has to do with you, I don't give a fuck if you are standing right there, because I'm not going to say anything disrespectful. I'm not going to say anything that I would not have said if you were not there. So if I said, hey, Caesar, Madison is a disgusting person, if you would have heard me say that, I would have went into detail on how you are a disgusting person. But I took the high road today, and I chose to just stop talking. When she came in and stuff like that, and of course Caesar's attention is starting to dwindle. I told y'all he's like a dog that just got a scent of a bone or some shit. He just starts wandering off in mid-sentence. But I had took the high road, and I looked that a grown man gives his children when his children knows, okay, my mom or my daddy came up to the school and they looking at me, with a look of disappointment or like I'm really finna bust your ass. And so she comes up to me, and I had that look on my face like, I'm finna tell you something, bro. Like, I don't want you to lose your job. As much as people think that I'm the meanest thing that ever walked this planet, I don't want you to lose your job. But you're gonna lose your job because you are somebody who, I'ma just be nice, you're not all mentally equipped. You're not all there. I don't know anything about your family or anything like that, but I can look at you and tell you're not a very intelligent person, and you're on the more retard side, like missing a lot of common sense. And so I started telling her, like, yo, this is a 65-year-old woman. She don't even half the time know what the hell you saying. You might be thinking you speaking clear English. She don't understand nothing you saying. So all of them little insults you be throwing at her, that shit fall on deaf ears. She don't even know what you saying. So you need to take the high road and ignore her. And she, of course, is, she ain't got the right to be touching me. I don't even have the energy to mock her like I want to do it. But she was like, she gonna have to learn to keep her hands off me. Don't be like, bitch, don't put your hands on me. I'm like, boy, it's all a product of today's music. That's all it is. This chick wouldn't talk like this if female rappers didn't talk like this. This chick would not talk like this if female rappers did not talk like this. This chick wouldn't talk like this if female rappers didn't talk like this. But she just constantly saying, you know, bitch, don't put your hands on me. I'm gonna turn around and knock. You ain't gonna hit this lady. You retarded, but you're not that stupid. You're not gonna hit her. You're not gonna hit her at all. But see, you are in this building acting like Cordelia is a 25-year-old, you know, black chick that don't like you or something. Like, this lady is 3 times your age. But you're in here talking, you talk loud as if she gonna hear you and say, what you say? Cordelia don't even know what the hell you saying, girl. She don't understand English like that. So she really, again, man, it's something that in my world, it's almost like I can't get mad for going to the playground and I'm mad at, you know, kids that don't want to play tackle football with me. Nigga, you a grown man. Get your ass from off the damn playground. Go play football with other grown men and see if you like to get hit. That's the same concept with these jobs. All this little ass, like, bro, I can't be surprised if these niggas act like kids. I can't be surprised if a 16-year-old, 17-year-old mentally ill motherfucker coming up in here thinking that whatever they going through in life or, you know, whatever problem they have and they think that it's legit. No, girl, you sound fucking psychotic. That's what you sound like. You sound like somebody who needs to be in the nut house. Talking about you that Cornelia need to be, she was just going off talking about she need to be fired, she need her ass whooped. I'm like, bro, you so out of line, dude. And it got to the point where, I'm not exaggerating, 97% of her conversation and her comments are negative. It ain't never nothing. I hate when a customer do this. I can't stand when a bitch do this. I hate when they call and do this. I'm like, dude, there's not enough complaining in the world. There's not. I mean, this is almost to the point where it is, I'm getting dizzy from it. I'm getting nauseous. Dead ass. I'm getting sick from hearing it. That's why I said that type of behavior, I physically don't want to be around people like that. They really do make me sick. I used to talk about my partner's sister when I lived with them. How she would talk to her son and call him all type of names and stuff like that. And when I started living with him, she just all of a sudden started saying, Terrell, I don't want him living here. Why? Because you know there's somebody in the house that got a problem with what you're doing. This shit it ain't like you know, punishing your son, and I'm like, man, you know, that's fucked up. She shouldn't have punished him. No, you cussing this nigga out, talking about you gonna fight him and do all this stuff, and there's a dude in the house that's like, that ain't right. You know that, right? You know that's not right. Your weak ass brother not gonna say nothing. He just gonna sit there and yuck it up, laughing at him and shit like that, making it worse. So that's that shit I'm talking about. Like, I'm just sitting, I don't even want to hear it, dude. Like, everything coming out your mouth is a complaint, is something negative, somebody you don't like, something you don't want to do. And so she's been really just a total, like, a wreck in this building, bro. Like, she's on her way out of here because, you know, she's gonna get written up, but then she's gonna scream from the mountaintops, I didn't do nothing. Why does Cordelia get written up? Why does she get the top? Trust me, and I told y'all that I want to record these things, but in the heat of the moment, the last thing you think about is whipping out your phone and trying to record shit. So, but that's, you know, I do a good job at storytelling, but because that's how it goes, man. That's exactly how it goes. She's sitting there just, I told her, I was like, dude, you need to, like, be the more mature person. And this dumbass was like, yeah, I'm gonna be the more mature person, and I'm gonna just do to her what she did to me. Yeah, that sounds like the right thing to do. You just fucking retarded. God damn, dude, it don't make no sense, dude. It doesn't. She's been stressing Cordelia out to the point where, even today, man, I wash my hands, I turn around, Cordelia is looking at me. She was like, CJ. And I turn and I look at her. this lady then dropped her food on the ground, like chicken and rice and all this stuff. And she threw the rest of it on the ground, was like, man, F this. It's like she got mad. And lo and behold, all you hear is this nasty, gross, disgusting chuckling from Madison. That's what you get, bitch. I'm like, are you kidding me? In what world is this okay? That's what you get, bitch. I'm like, dude, this is. I got to the point where I'm shaking my head, and this is the part where I got very, very upset. Here's Caesar's punk bitch ass doing exactly what I cannot stand so-called men when they watch shit that they know is wrong, and they assume by, and like I said, my old partner used to have that problem. They assume if they're not 100% on board, what do they say? Silence is a form of agreement, you dumb bitch. Silence is a form of agreeing, of you agreeing with what's going on. Does that make sense, you stupid ass? You're sitting there laughing and giggling and all of this. That means that you signing off on that, even though in your mind you like, oh, what, I can't laugh? If you a real man and you hate bullies and you hate people that think that they fake tough guys and fake tough bitches, that type of shit, bro, you would not be laughing. And I told him, I said, stop laughing, dude. Stop laughing. This shit is making me mad. And you know what he said? That's how she is, though, bro. That's just how she is. Yeah, I know, you city niggas, y'all don't know how to put a bitch in her place. Y'all let her bump her gums like that and then try to tell everybody that's how she is, though. Y'all know that type of shit, the crazy friend or the wild person, and you just say, well, that's how they are, instead of knocking their ass the fuck out and put them in their place. He felt bad because he knew that I was serious. He knew this evil guy, this negative person that you call CJ is actually standing up for somebody who's less, who doesn't have as much of a fight dog in the fight, bro. Cordelia don't even know what half the shit this little girl is saying. So who's gonna defend her? And you over here laughing and shit. You ugly motherfucker. I can't stand people like that. I said, that's how she is, bro. That's how she is. So stop laughing, nigga. Stop laughing. You're a fucking enabler, you punk. But anyway, I then told him, like, hey, man, I started sweeping it up. I started sweeping it up for her. Like, I started sweeping this shit up, you know what I mean, to, like, help her out and shit like that, because my thing is, bro, Cordelia's in her 60s, my nigga. Cordelia's in her 60s. You know what I mean? Like, hold on, y'all. But yeah, that was my thing, was like, bro, you gonna sit up here and you gonna ask this lady that literally, man, like when this lady left, when she left to go on vacation or go visit her family, bro, there was nothing done in this bitch. Like, you know how hard it was to have sauce prepped and like sides prepped and all that type of stuff, man. That shit was hell, because Cordelia, she's the one that normally did it. You don't have to ask her to do it. She was already on her shit, you know what I mean? And then I told them niggas, I was like, now can you imagine, this is that shit that Africa be doing, Cordelia doing all this stuff around here, and then you gonna say, Cordelia, do you mind prepping some? You know what that's like? That's like your parents coming home with groceries and then you asking them, why do you ain't get this or that? Nigga, why don't you just be grateful for something, fool? Yo husband buy you roses, why you didn't buy the red ones? You see what I'm saying? That's what that's like to me. When I hear people making requests from that lady, she already does so much. And then so, like I told you, most people are a piece of shit. Caesar, I told y'all, man, like I told y'all, they can't help it. Their whole universe is centered around what they don't like, what bothers them, what they can complain about. And so I hear Caesar talking about, man, all she want to do is sit back there and just, she don't want to come up here. I told Caesar, I was like, Caesar, bro, I'm not worried about her. She already do enough in this hoe, bro. Like, I'm not worried about her. She go above and beyond in this motherfucker, and then you over here complaining about what she in the back doing. Nigga, she back there working. But you want somebody to be, yeah, man, Man, you a bitch. I don't operate like that, bro. As soon as I start explaining to that nigga, like, bro, she already do a lot. He just got quiet. Like, man, that didn't work either. No, it don't work, nigga. See, you don't understand this, nigga. Like I was telling you about, I be thinking to myself, like, bro, you want to call me this negative person and all this shit, but yet I'm constantly having to defend the defenseless. I'm constantly having to stand up for people who don't want to stand up for themselves. While you over here laughing at everybody and just, just make me sick, bro. So George, like I said, man, that's a young kid, bro. That's literally aging, and like he's aging, at twice the speed now because of all the stress he's having to go through with these females. And I would say it's not really the females, it is Madison. I told you, Alyssa likes George, but Alyssa, I told y'all that black people, period, have a lot of influence on your everyday person. And a lot of these little Caucasian girls, they want to talk black, they act black and all that until it's time to be black. And then they white side kick in, they like, man, that's just, you acting real ratchet. You acting real gross. I see why, your race of men like my people, white girls. Look how you act. You know what I mean? You know how many times this chick came up to me with her funky ass breath with a complaint every time. Charles, can you believe that? Man, shut up. God damn, bro. I mean, like I said, she just kept going and going. Like, bro, I'm not about to respond to none of this shit, bro. So I'm getting ready to go to the crib, and this nigga George was telling me, he was on the phone with Janet, and he was explaining to Janet what happened. And Janet was like, I told you, dude, like, you cannot, now that you a manager, you cannot be smell like straight doo-doo. You can't be like, he can't talk to them like that, because he used to be a regular team, like a team member, but now since he's a manager, like, Janet was telling them, like, that's why they disrespect you like that, because they used to talk to you like that when you was a team member. So now that you a manager, they don't see it like that. Thank you. You too. Niggas smell like straight doo-doo. I can't stand that shit, bro. These people, that's why I be saying, man, it just, I need to be another arm of law enforcement to just scoop up all these fucking homeless motherfuckers, bro. Jesus Christ. If I even think you homeless, that's a crime, god damn it. But anyway, yeah, she was on the phone with him, telling him, like, I'm tired of. And George, and I told George, I said, George, the way you're going about it is exactly the way I've always gone about problems that I know I didn't cause, which is, you just be yourself, bro. Just be yourself. If you know that you're not a guy that's highly confrontational, and you're not, like, you don't have the fortitude to be like, hey, stop doing this. You don't have the fortitude to tell people, like, yo, y'all need to go back there and do them dishes. Like, because a lot of times, me personally, I don't have it. Because I'm going to get mad as hell if you're not doing what I know you should be doing. I'm going to be like, bro, like, what the fuck y'all doing? Y'all think y'all niggas not finna be working just because I'm, like, I'm like, nah, bro, it ain't finna happen like that, bro. Y'all niggas need to get up, bro. Don't leave me hanging like this. Because that's what they doing. They leaving that nigga hanging. You leaving that boy there all night. He don't get out of there till damn near 3 o'clock in the morning because he got to do dishes. And all. They helped him today, though. They helped him today. They didn't leave him hanging like that. But that's the point. It's like, dog, she was saying that she's going to write Madison up. And I don't have a problem with it at all. Now, I didn't want Alyssa to get written up because Alyssa, to me, she's just under the influence of Madison. Madison is the one that's making her, when the phone ringing and that nigga say, when that nigga be like, hey, can somebody answer the phone? And Alyssa be like, you answer it. That's Madison that's making her say that shit. So all the parents out there or whatever, if you a Caucasian chick, man, don't let these black females drag y'all niggas into the mud. For real. You need to tap into your Caucasian, Neanderthal, European genetics and look at these women like, girl, you don't get that, bald-headed ass out my goddamn face trying to lure me into trouble. That's all this chick has been trying to do, is just lure people in since she's been here. It's damn near something with her every week. I told y'all my first run-in with her. After that, now you want to be my friend. Then here come Alyssa. Alyssa comes in the store. Now you talking about this little white bitch, this little white hoe, this little white bitch. Now this is the same chick you want to hang out with at work and after work. Then you tried to do it with Caesar. Then you forgot all about that. Now you trying to do it with George. Bro, you need to go. You are a virus, a cancer. Not only to this job, but to society. And where the hell can you, where you think a person like that is gonna go and thrive and actually contribute anything? Huh? I'm telling you, man, that chick gonna end up pregnant. That's what she need to do. Go ahead and get pregnant so the government can pay your smart ass to sit at home and stay the fuck away from everybody. And think that you live in this,